Hey, I hope everybody's doing well, regardless of the market bleeding and Bitcoin moving towards its yearly low. There's a few reasons why the market might be taking a pullback, and one of them is because the Fed raises rates by half a percentage point, the biggest hike in 2 decades, to fight inflation, which has caused the stock markets to have one of their worst days in months as the rate hikes. We've seen technology shares hit hardest, while the price of Bitcoin hits the lowest point since January. And if we take a look at the S&P 500, thank you for checking out the channel. Every day we put out a new video about cryptocurrency education, markets, giveaways, and more. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out on any content. Now let's go to the moon. We have now had the death cross on the daily, which last time we've had that, we fell pretty low. This was March 2020, the COVID crash, and you can see here as well when we had the death cross and the rejection, we fell another 15%. So we might have a lot of drawdown still, in my opinion. We're looking at this support right here, and it's not looking too great. There's a ton of fear and uncertainty in markets right now, and Bitcoin has been known to be correlated to the S&P 500. So if this makes lows, then Bitcoin is more than likely to follow and break lows as well, and head to the low 30s. So let's go back and take a look at Bitcoin, and we're going to start on larger time frames. We're going to start on the monthly, the weekly, and the daily, and we're going to take a look at where Bitcoin may head if this bearish trend continues. So we have this on the monthly right now. You can see that we're actually still holding an uptrend. You can see right here we broke above, we've made a lower low right here, we've tested the high and made an all-time high here as well, and came back, and we're holding above this 20 moving average, but we just broke below. So this is a huge move up, and we had to consolidate, move into an accumulation phase, whatever you may call it. So you can see here, this is this huge ascending triangle, which the month hasn't closed, so we still have time for this candle to move back up above the moving average and above the trend line to keep within the ascending triangle. And if this ascending triangle was to break out, this would probably push us into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. But if we close this candle below this moving average, then I wouldn't be too confident, because let's take a look at previous closes. Like right here, we didn't even close, but we actually moved back into the 50 moving day average. So you can see how when we invalidated this moving average right here, we moved all the way back down here. Same thing here, when we broke back down below, you can see we grinded, and then when we broke back down below, we tested this moving average as well. And if we go back, you can see when we broke back below, we retested here, we couldn't break above, and we actually tested this moving average. So each time, this has been a pretty decent buy right here. If you bought here, you're doing pretty well. If you bought here as well, and back below there as well. So are we going to break below here and then come down to this moving average? That would be another 30%, approximately 30% down, and the price point would be $25,000. That was kind of my first target, because you actually have some support here, where on the monthly and weekly you just kind of have some green bars. But here, moving into the moving average, about 26,000, actually about $26,000. But you can see sometimes we fall back below the moving average a couple percentages, so $25,000 wouldn't be too crazy. If we look at the weekly, I will remove these drawings right here, and we will take a look at the weekly, and you can see that we have this bearish cross right here on the first two moving averages, and we're kind of holding the support right here. And then the yearly low also is here as well. So we are going to keep testing the support, and every time you test it, the weaker it gets. And if it breaks, then this would be my next line of support, somewhere around here, the $30,000 area, where we have support here, tons of support here, and then of course I would have some support into this moving average as well. And on the weekly, in my opinion, we are still bullish because you can see we put in a high rate here after this huge run up. The moving averages, the 50, if I just remove the 20, the 50 and the 20 are still bullish. The price is still above this moving average right here. When it breaks down below here and then we get the death cross, then yeah, the trend is over. And if it starts breaking these higher lows as well, then the market structure has broken. But we still have some time, and given the state of the world right now with war, inflation, huge uncertainty and fear for markets, Bitcoin's still holding up pretty well at $36,000. But if I put on these EMAs, which I was traveling, so that's why I didn't get as many videos as I wanted out. I didn't get to sell when I wanted. We're expecting a child, thanks to God, in the next few days. So just been super busy. But look at these buys and sells with the 4 and 9 on the weekly. If you don't have much time to trade, you could take that buy right here. So I'm going to turn these off quickly, and then you could sell, buy, sell, buy. You got a whipsaw here, you bought and sold. That was just a quick pump. You bought and sold right now, and currently you're in cash. So while I was traveling, I didn't get that sell that I wanted, and I'm still holding Bitcoin. If we break this right here, I would be kind of looking for some retest and then further drawdown, because this would be like the lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and who knows how far it goes down. We're seeing so much bearish sentiment right now. If we look at the crypto fear and greed, we're at 22, the lowest it's been this month, the lowest it's been last month, and I believe 2 months ago was like 23, 22 as well. So I think, tomorrow or over the weekend, and if we continue to be bearish, we'll definitely crush that and start heading under 20. We're starting to see things about Michael Saylor and him being liquidated and potentially being a margin call at $21,000. They own 120,000 Bitcoins, and now I've seen this circulate on crypto Twitter. Now it's on Yahoo. So there's definitely a lot of fear, and I don't think it'll get to that point where Michael Saylor is liquidated. But imagine 120,000 Bitcoins hitting the market for liquidation. That would cause massive amounts of fear and panic. And if that was the case, we would see probably a dump under 21,000, maybe all the way to 15, 16, who knows? I'm just speculating there, but we're clearly in a downtrend right now. We broke this awesome trend line. I thought we were moving like forwards, upwards from this ascending triangle right here. I thought we would be breaking this resistance, and this was broken above here, and we just moved forward. 53K was my target, but we have broken down actually, and you can't ignore that. We are on the daily now. This was the area that I wanted to sell right here, and I was just traveling, not around. So I'm still holding Bitcoin, which isn't a big deal. A lot of these other alts, which we're going to do a video a day so I can really touch on, strategies you could be implementing in the bear market, where to be farming and staking, what to be holding right now, because a lot of altcoins are down 70, 80, 90%. Random NFTs are down 80, 90, 100%. There might be no liquidity. So some people might be hurting a lot and not sure what to do and not sure what coins to have. But holding Bitcoin and Ethereum, you'll see the smallest drawdowns, if you're going to compare them to other altcoins that you're holding, that will see larger drawdowns and huger sell-offs. So this was kind of the area I was watching for Bitcoin. I didn't want us to pull back. I thought that we broke above this resistance here, and we supported this moving average, and then we continued up. So now this is like a small uptrend, higher high, higher low, higher high. And I thought, okay, if we give everything back, if we reject from the yearly open was around here, if we come back over this resistance and get rejected and get rejected from this moving average and then break market structure. So that would be going under this previous higher low right here. And you can see when we broke down around 41K, we tested, we even tested this moving average, we tested another time, and that was a great place to sell your Bitcoin. And you can see we're dumping right now. So we're dumping and retesting the lows right here. It would be good to go back into larger time frames and look for some area, like some solid areas of support right now. I was looking at this weekly RSI. I think that this would be a good thing to watch, which might take some time for it to actually play out. But this huge downtrend on the weekly RSI, when it actually flips over, and like I said, it might take some time for that to do that as it's on the weekly. That would be an awesome buy signal. And it might take some time, and it's all about patience, buying something like here, or waiting for the price to move into these moving averages on the larger time frames, on the weekly, or as I showed you guys on the monthly, where that would be around 26.5K. So a lot of the moving averages are around that area, 26, 27. And if we look on the daily right here, this was kind of the area that I was looking for if we broke this down, because we've been in this prolonged channel. And I'll just draw it very simply right here on like the 3-day. And I'm excited to be streaming every day again, and bring you guys as much content as possible. So we go right there. That's the bottom of the channel. That's the top of the channel. We had a discrepancy right there. So you can see bounce, 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 support, 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 resistance, resistance. If we break the $30,000 area, I would be looking at this as my next area right here for us to kind of hold. And then if for people who are just starting out, you need to take in consideration Bitcoin's never broken its previous all-time cycle high. So I would hope we don't break $20,000. And I'm hoping that it's a big region, but I'm hoping that we find some support, whether it be on larger time frames or it be, from this support right here. And heck, even if we bounced off $20,000 and it was this only time we revisited those prices because what's going on in the world, and then we kind of bounced off there. If we broke under $20,000, that would be scary in my opinion. And I wouldn't know. I haven't searched into Michael Saylor's margin call at $21,000. I definitely know they have a lot of money on the sideline, and they probably wouldn't be liquidated, and they'd probably honestly just add to their position. And that's pretty much it. I just wanted to get back and review Bitcoin because it's been quite a while since we've done a Bitcoin video. I'm going to be back every day. I've been just trading NFTs pretty much every day. It's been a lot more exciting with the reveals, with the volume, with Bitcoin just kind of going back and forth, pumping and then dumping, just kind of stop hunting margin traders, in my opinion. You can see like right here, since January, up, down, up, down, up, down. So if I'm just holding Bitcoin, there's not much gains unless I'm margin trading, because like literally in the same area. So if I'm trading NFTs or staking or farming or taking my Bitcoin and trading those in Bitcoin pair altcoins to double my Bitcoin, and then that's productive. So we are going to do more episodes on NFT trading, farming, altcoins, and all that great stuff. So if you have anything that you want to see, put them in the comments. Hit the like button and the subscribe button. Worst case scenario right here is we keep trending down towards $30,000. If we break this support right here, then we'd nuke down into the 20s. How low? It would be hard to say. $24,000, but everybody's kind of looking for that capitulation, that huge move down, for us to kind of restart, reverse, and then move into all-time highs. So I appreciate everybody watching this video. I'll see you guys tomorrow.